by Mugov Tafanyika. Former ZANU-PF and government officials linked to former President Robert Mugabe have claimed that they are being persecuted for their past political association with the ousted despot by President Emmerson Mnangagwa's regime. Former Foreign Affairs Minister Walter Mazembe. The November 19 Central Committee meeting resolved to expel G40 members Felekezela MP Hoko Innocent Hamandish, Kujanai Chipanga, Latina Undunge, Samuel Undunge, Walter Mazembe, Makasini Longwain, Mandy Kaimen, Dixon Matthews, Wanda Mashange, Xavier Kazizi, Tongai Kasukuwa, Mpelabeo Malingup Tapiwa, Matangidze, Anastan Sharendi Lovu, Japi Chabun and Paul Chimtsa. The cabal was allegedly led by former First Lady Grace Mugabe, backed by Jonathan Moyo, Xavier Kasukuwa, Ignatius Chombo and Patrick Duwayo, who have also been expelled. ZANU-PF Central Committee member Daniel Shumba, who was expelled during Friday's Extraordinary Congress, said he was not fired in terms of the November Central Committee resolution. "No one has or is able to prefer a charge against me, because there just isn't any. Having an independent mindset or alternative views is not a violation of any ZANU-PF statutes. Everyone knows how I was abused for taking part in the Solid Show meeting, and now I am subjected to purging for not conforming to factional dictates," he said, referring to the 2004 Solid Show meeting called to plot former President Mugabe's ouster and the then Midlands Godfather's ascendancy to the Presidium. "The people are not fools, they can tell that them being victimized for no cause. God is my salvation and Redeemer. The truth shall set me free, because my hands are clean. I shall accordingly congratulate CDE's July Moyo, Love Mormatuk, Paul Mangwana, Joram Gambo, Josiah Hungwe on the victory. It was indeed a good fight against me. No, God shall recompense you in good measure," he said. Shumba was one of 6 ZANU-PF provincial chairpersons suspended in the Solid Show debacle that sought to block the elevation of Joyce Mujiru to the vice presidency. In 2004, after his suspension, a livid Shumba formed an opposition party, United People's Party UPP. 2 years later, and in retaliation, the ZANU-PF government suspended the license for his teleaccess, which was poised to be the second fixed-line company in Zimbabwe after Teleone. In the 2008 parliamentary election, the party put forward 79 candidates for the House of Assembly and 27 for the Senate in 8 of Zimbabwe's 10 provinces, but failed to pick up a single constituency. Shumba, a retired Zimbabwe National Army colonel, was denied a chance to run in the 2008 Zimbabwean presidential election after allegedly arriving late at the nomination court. He later won a court application, but the judgment was issued well after the rerun election. Shumba initially resigned from politics in October 2009 to continue his role as a business leader in Zimbabwe before retracing his footsteps to ZANU-PF after dissolving the UPP. Meanwhile, the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission is reportedly investigating G40 kingpins, including former Foreign Minister Walter Mazembe and his Mines counterpart Walter Chidakwa, for corruption and abuse of office. Mazembe, through his attorney Job Sikala of Koto and Company Legal Practitioners, expressed dismay at the incessant allegations he said were being conveyed through the media. Sikala said Mazembe was prepared to defend himself against the allegations in the right forums as provided for by our Constitution, and not to a public trial orchestrated by those whose mandate is to report fairly, factually and with integrity on such matters. Furthermore, he is not oblivious of political persecution and a sense of retribution and vengeance, a facade and clone of the Nuremberg trials by those failing to heed Mnangagwa's clarion call to desist from political witch-hunting of comrades who may have fallen out of favor with the current political dispensation, Sikala said. Mazembe claimed he was being persecuted by Mnangagwa's allies keen to settle scores. These attempts will be responded to, and every essential detail concocted over the years to soil and destroy or break Mazembe will be shared with the public only from a court of law in defense and mitigation. His attorney said, it is alleged Mazembe abused office in relation to vehicles he got during the United Nations World Tourism Organization General Assembly, which Zimbabwe and Zambia co-hosted in 2013. He also stands accused of awarding contracts to his wife Barbara without going to tender. Chidakwa, who was unreachable for comment, allegedly used his influence to unlawfully grant tax exemption to a mining firm, which then made a hefty payment to an organization linked to the former minister. Other members of the faction, including former Finance Minister Chombo, have since been charged with corruption, while others, including former Local Government Minister Kasukuwira and his higher education counterpart Moyo, are still at large after they allegedly skipped the country. Another G40 kingpin, a former Harare provincial political commissar Shadrach Mashayamombe, told the Daily News in a Facebook interview that he had nothing to fear as he has not committed a crime. IWE Handina Wandino Kambira Rorejero Wangu, I have nothing to apologize for. I can have a very prosperous life outside the party. What I hate is propaganda, Mashayamombe said. Kanyepa Kwakasha Tora Kwawaswira, lying is bad. People should not make claims without evidence. There is freedom of association in this country. Uno tamba nuorno, that you befriend whosoever you want. The desperation is too much. Kutora picture Yangu Ya 2015 Hanzi Ndiri Kenya taking a picture as old as 2015 and say I'm in Kenya. This is too much, he added. Daily News.